From 3 years, I went to the guy that everyone was asking, do you even eat? To the guy that everyone's now asking, what's your workout program? So today I'm going to be showing you exactly how I did this, the same mistakes that I made so you can avoid them, and the fastest way you can go from being skinny fat to jacked and aesthetic. Make sure you watch till the end of this video because I'm going to be dropping all the knowledge that I have right in this video. I was skinny fat, insecure, and I was lost. And it even got to the point where I got expelled from high school because I was doing dumb things just to impress other people. Little did I know that this was actually a blessing in disguise. I started my gym journey because of this, and I finally started doing something positive with my life. And then this is where I had the sense of belonging that I never had before, and it got me to where I am today, going to the best university in Canada and living the best life which I couldn't even imagine back then that I could have lived. Okay, so now let's get into the actual training part of it. So one of the biggest things which I see young new people at the gym do, which even I did, is that you guys overcomplicate training and you keep switching up your routine for no reason. What you need to be doing is to keep the same routine you're doing for at least 4 to 12 weeks. Sticking with the same workout plan, consistently going to the gym. You focus on compound lifts. Now, what is compound lift? Compound lift is somewhere where multiple muscles are going to be involved doing the exercise. An example of this could be like the bench press. In the bench press, you might think that only your chest is being worked out, but actually it's more than that. When you're pushing up the bench press, your triceps are getting involved, your shoulders are getting involved, your chest is getting involved, even your abs and legs for the leg drive and power. You don't even know how many of your muscles need to be involved just to do some exercises. Doing lifts like these will build the foundation of your physique, okay? Just focus on getting those numbers up, focus on progressively overloading, and you will see a ton of difference in just 1 month. Alright, so number two, which I see people rarely be talking about, is to track your lifts. And I don't mean just, freaking opening up a notebook and writing down every little thing. Just focus on remembering how many reps you did for what weight you did. And the next time you do that same exercise, the only thing you need to focus on is beating yourselves, beating your previous record or whatever you did. So for example, you did 25 kg and you did 3 reps of it. Next time, you're going to focus on doing 25 kg, doing 4 reps of it. Just little things like this will build up over time, and you will see in a month, you will be so much stronger than when you started. Now this part is very important. I see so many skinny fat guys doing this when they're starting out at the gym. You are not supposed to be cutting when you're starting out, okay? I know what mindset you have about, when I cut, I'm gonna lose the fat, I'm gonna look stronger and this and that. All that's gonna do is, sure, you might lose the fat, but you have no muscle underneath that fat. So you're just going to look smaller than you did before. What you need to be doing is you need to be going on a bulk. And by bulk, I don't mean just eating, just eating so much and just looking fat. But I mean is up your protein, up your calories, eat clean, and build muscle. In order to build a frame, you need muscle, obviously. And the only way you can get muscle is through proteins and eating properly. Once you do that small muscle building, then you can do a small cut just to see all the muscle that you've gained. Understand it this way. If you're building a skyscraper, but you didn't even start on the foundation, then the entire thing is just going to collapse. The same way works with your body. If you're just going to cut when you already don't even have enough energy that you need, you're eating less than your maintenance calories, that's just going to ruin you. It's going to do you no benefit. What you need to be doing is you need to be starting off eating more than maintenance calories, which is for male around 2.5 thousand calories a day. So here's what you should be doing when you're starting out at the gym. Here's the 4 steps you need to be doing. Number 1, you're supposed to be progressively overloading. So as I said before, just whatever weight you did last time, just focus on beating that, your next lift. That's all you need to be doing. Number 2, eating enough protein. Now what does eating enough protein mean? So get your body weight, get it in pounds. And whatever it is in pounds, for example, you're 165 pounds. That means you need to be eating 165 grams of protein. 1 pound equals 1 gram of protein. Number 3 is you stay in a caloric surplus. So as I said before, eat above 2,500 calories a day and make sure you do this consistently. And number 4, which is most important, is building a base before progression. If you combine all 3 of these things, and you do this consistently for a month, 2 months, 3 months, trust me, you will be in such a good position, and then you can actually do whatever you want to do. If you want to go on a bulk, you can go on a bulk. If you want to do a mini cut, you can do a mini cut, but you'll see so much more progress than you initially started. So now let's talk about the biggest mistakes that I made when I started, so you can stop wasting your time and avoid all of these mistakes. Number one, which is the biggest, especially for beginners, is ego lifting. You're lifting more weight than you can't even lift the weight up properly, you know? Focus on form, not like trying to just lift up heavy weight just for the sake of lifting up heavy weight. That's gonna screw up your joints, that's gonna screw up your tendons, and in the long run that's not even going to be good for you. So just focus on your form and just focus on beating yourself, and do not try beating others. Number two is switching routine. I know in this day and age where in Instagram or TikTok you see people with crazy physiques, and then they're just, being like, this is the best exercise to do, this is the best exercise to do, and like, okay, I'll try that. But what that's doing is you have to look at it from your body. Your body is just seeing you doing a different exercise each time. And you can't even progressively overload, you can't even improve because you're doing a different exercise each time. Just stick to the same routine. Number three, which people overlook so much, is not sleeping enough. You need to be sleeping at least 8 hours a day. Why? Because your body needs to recover. Essentially, you have micro tears in your muscle, and for those micro tears to repair, your body needs sleep, your body needs recovery. Only way it gets recovery is if you can sleep 8 hours a day. If you don't, then there's no point of doing all of this. And lastly is tracking your weight. I know I said this before, but it's very important, that's why I'm saying it again. You're gonna see so much more progress if you actually start tracking your weights and seeing how much more you improved, because that's going to put your mind into focusing on beating its previous lifts, and over time this will accumulate so much and you'll see so much difference. Once you fix these mistakes, you will see that your body will change so much so quick, the same way mine did, and it will affect your life so much more better. So I get hundreds of people asking me every day, what is my workout routine and what do I do personally? However, the thing is, everyone is different. What works for me will not work for you, and what works for you won't work for me. So I built something which I wish I had when I first started the gym. It's an AI program which gets your weight, your height, all this information, and it gives you a personalized plan based on your inputs and what you need. And it's not some generic PDF. I designed this myself, and I made sure that whatever input you put out is going to give you a program that's perfect for your needs and what you need to do. If you want one, the link is going to be in the description. It's super affordable and it's going to give you a clean structure to start with. But look, whether you get this plan or not, your life can change in 3 to 6 months, but only if you put in the effort. I didn't quit, and you shouldn't either. You should continue going, and you should be working hard every single day. If you're skinny, fat, insecure, low confidence, bro, that was literally me too. I made the change to do it, and so can you. I think it's time to put your life in your hands and make the changes that you actually want to see. Trust me, it will change your life. So that's it for today's video. Subscribe for more fitness content. I'll see you guys in the next one.